Hey everyone, welcome to a Nintendad 64 Nintendadcast news brief, kind of thing like that. Just a couple of Nintendo bits of news I wanted to share with you all in case you hadn't heard yet. The first one we're going to talk about is the rumor, the game that won't die, and that is the Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD remake coming to the Nintendo Switch. This has been reported on, I think, for at least 2 years now. Originally, it was reported that it was going to be a 2-pack of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. And when these rumors first started surfacing, and they were reported on by very reliable news people in the know as far as video game news is concerned. So it seemed very like it was going to happen. I mean, after all, we've been getting a lot of Wii U ports to the Switch. A lot of Mario games, some Zelda game. Well, no, Skyward Sword was a Wii game, but you know what I'm saying. We get a lot of ports that way, and so it just kind of seemed like it was a no-brainer to port these two Zelda games because they're both really good Zelda games, and people might not have played them either on the Wii or on the Wii U. I mean, Twilight Princess was a GameCube and Wii. Well, it was a GameCube game and a Wii launch, and then, Wind Waker was a GameCube game that it got a Wii U HD, just like Twilight Princess got a Wii U HD, but they probably didn't sell as well because, they were on the Wii U, which sold like doo-doo, kind of thing like that. So, yeah, that's just one of those rumors that has been, just persistent. And I never want to get my hopes up when I hear about it. I'm just like, no, it's not going to happen. But this happened this week. A Russian retailer, which, just for those of you who don't know, Nintendo does not deal directly with Russia. So any kind of Russian retailer selling Nintendo games, it is one of those things where they're buying it outside from Nintendo. But they did have a listing for The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD Nintendo Switch with a release date of 12/31/24. Now, whenever you see 12/31 whatever year, that's always a placeholder date. Games that don't have a substantial release date but are slated to come out in that calendar year will always get a 12/31 because obviously that's the last day of the year, kind of thing like that. So whenever you pre-order a game that doesn't have a solid release date, generally you'll see 12/31 whatever year you're in, kind of thing like that. So this game's not going to come out a week after Christmas. That's not going to happen. So if it is coming out in 2024, I would imagine Nintendo would have announced it by now. We are into November. We are well into the holiday shopping season, and this would be a big holiday shopping game. So this would be something I feel Nintendo would have announced the last Nintendo Direct, not the one that just happened with the theme park, but the previous one to that, and said, hey, coming in November. It would I would say if this were to be released, it would be released right around Thanksgiving if it was coming in 2024. I still want this game to come out because I've got it for my GameCube, and it's one of those things like I had it for the Wii U. Wait, do I? I think I have it downloaded to my Wii U. Maybe I got to check my Wii U. I haven't hooked up my Wii U in a while. I think I have it for my Wii U also. There's a lot of in the HD remake. There's a lot of quality of life updates to the original GameCube version, which I appreciate. Not as many shards of the Triforce to find as you did in that game. There's a lot of fetch quests in that game. As good as that game is, getting all the shards for the Triforce was a pain in the butt. And I believe there's fast travel. I don't remember all the improvements, which are great, which I want. And as much as I can access on my Wii U, because like I said, I think I have it downloaded on my Wii U. I want it on my Switch. I want it handheld so I can, play it in my living room, play it on the go. That's how I play a lot of these longer games. Like if a game is more than 20 hours, generally speaking, I want to have it handheld so I can kind of just play it a little bit. I mean, that's why I bought a PlayStation Portable, so I could play the Final Fantasy games in my living room. I don't have to be up here. If my wife, anybody who has a wife or a girlfriend knows, they don't necessarily want to talk to you, but they like you in the room when they're doing other things, whether they're watching, reality TV or reading a book. They just want you in the room, which I don't know. The male brain cannot comprehend that kind of thing. So, that's one of those weird things. So I want a game like that so I can dedicate more hours at a time to playing it as opposed to playing up here. And I will admit, I like being around my family. So, like, isolating myself in the game room for hours at a time, if people are awake and doing stuff, I kind of feel guilty for. And I think that's just being a dad and a husband kind of thing like that. You want to spend time with your family, even if you're not doing anything. And as those of you who watch my stream, a lot of times you'll see Bowie up here just playing, running around, having a good time with his toys that I allow in the game room. I always want to call it the playroom because he calls it Daddy's playroom because of all my figures and video games. So yeah, I like to be around my family. So having a game like this on the Switch would be great, especially because there's a lot of any game that has a lot of side quests. I like having that ability to be portable because I'll probably play the main game on my TV up here, and then I'll do a lot of the side quests downstairs, hanging out in the living room, kind of thing like that. We're hanging out on the patio with the fire pit going, playing some Nintendo Switch, what have you. So I do want this game to come out. I don't think it's coming out this year. I'm really shocked that Nintendo hasn't re-released this and Twilight Princess on the Switch. Maybe they're saving that for the Switch 2 kind of thing, like a launch. Maybe it was something that was supposed to come out this year, and then they're like, well, let's kick that back to the Switch 2. Maybe better frame rate, better graphics, something like that. So maybe that's going to be a launch title for the Switch 2 because we just got 2 new Zelda games coming out this year. And Nintendo likes to have a Zelda game every year now, it seems. So these 2 games would be good candidates for the Switch 2. Whether they release as a 2-pack, which I would love, or you release them separately, kind of thing like that. But yeah, there is that bit of news. I don't think it's coming this year. I do think we're gonna get the HD remake ported at some point, whether it be to the Switch or the Switch 2, kind of thing like that. That's just my like Spidey sense going off, thinking, yeah, this should happen. It's a no-brainer, especially Wind Waker. I think Wind Waker would be a slam dunk sale because I think a lot of people overlooked it because of the cartoony design, because everyone wanted a realistic Link, and I was very disappointed when this came out. As far as Link's design, I was like, come on, man, you showed us that proof of concept with a badass realistic Link, and we get this cartoony bullshit. I was also a college student then, so I was kind of dumb. But playing the game, it's one of my favorite Zelda games as far as the gameplay is concerned. A lot of the modern things Link does, were brought to the forefront in this game. So I would like to have it on my Switch to play it. I think Nintendo definitely, because I think a lot of people missed it on the GameCube. I'd have to look at the sales charts, and maybe I'll do that for the next podcast. I think a lot of people missed it on the GameCube, and it's also a valuable game on the GameCube. I just happen to own it on the GameCube, so I'm just kind of one of those lucky people that I saved it, never got rid of it, kind of thing. And then I know the Wii U version's pretty expensive, which I was going to buy before the Wii U went kaput, and then I noticed I had it already on my Wii U. I was like, oh, I don't have to buy it, kind of thing. So there's always that to consider with the game, and so I think a lot of people missed out on that. And I think just word of mouth with this game over the years, I think this alone would sell pretty well. And then Twilight Princess with HD graphics on the Switch, because again, the HD version was released on the Wii, and I actually never completed Twilight Princess, so I would like to complete that. I still have it on my Wii, and so therefore I can play it on my Wii U. But again, I got to hook that system up and everything like that. It's sitting there by my TV with all my game consoles just not hooked up. So there's that. I'm going to continue with more Nintendo news in a second. But for this, just let me know if you think this is coming this year. If you think it's coming at all, but just let me know in the comments down below what you think of this one. And on to some Black Friday news from Nintendo. All right, on to the next bit of news regarding Nintendo. This is just a Nintendo-themed news brief today. They have announced their Black Friday sales, at least the Nintendo-sponsored Black Friday sales, coming to local retailers like your Best Buys, your GameStops, your Targets, your Walmarts. There's going to be $20 off select games, and there's some bangers in here. And I'm actually excited because 2 of these games I was actually about to buy probably today. And then I saw this news come through from Nintendo. So I was like, oh, I'll hold off a couple weeks because even if I bought them today, I wouldn't play them right away because my backlog, my ever-growing backlog, it's gotten worse since I started this channel and started streaming games. I just like, oh, I should get that game to stream. I should get this game to stream and everything like that. And I'll tell you the games that I'm gonna purchase through this sale after I go through the list. So the first one on this list, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. That's going to be on sale for $49.99. As we know, that's the first Nintendo game to do, at least the first modern Nintendo game. I don't want to say the first because I'm sure someone will pull up some Super Nintendo ad like this was $70, but the first modern Nintendo game to be $70. But it's going to be on sale for $49.99. And if you haven't played it yet, that's probably the cheapest you're going to get it new. It might be cheaper secondhand, I'm not sure, but new, this would probably definitely be the cheapest way to get it, and I highly recommend this game. It is a 9 or a 10 of a game. Like, I enjoyed this just as much as Breath of the Wild, which Breath of the Wild's a 9 or a 10 also. And it expands on all the features from Breath of the Wild. It's kind of fun. Like, I was discussing this game with a friend of mine, and I said, it didn't have the wow factor of Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild was totally new, like just completely and utterly new experience as far as the Zelda game goes. So Tears of the Kingdom was hampered by not being a totally new experience like Breath of the Wild, but it expands on Breath of the Wild. You get all the new gadgets and things like that, and definitely worth $50. I would say if you don't have this game yet and you wanted to play it, mark your calendars for the 24th to pick this one up. All right, our next tier down consists of Super Mario Maker 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Pikmin 4, one of the games I want to pick up, the Nintendo Switch Sports, and Kirby's Forgotten Land, all on sale for $39.99. Had I not already picked up Kirby on sale from Target a couple months ago, Kirby would definitely be on this list. But Pikmin 4 was a game I've been thinking about picking up because I haven't played a Pikmin game since Pikmin 1 on the GameCube, and I kind of want to get back into that because I liked it. I just didn't have the time to play it because when that came out, I was working 2 jobs and going to college, 2 part-time jobs and going to college. So I didn't have all the time in the world to play a Pikmin game. So I want to get back into Pikmin. And so at $40 instead of the $60 that it's currently at, I'm definitely picking that bad boy up come the sale. Kirby Forgotten Land, fantastic game. Definitely worth a pick up at $40. Like I said, I picked it up on sale. I think it was 40 or 30 what I paid for when Target had a big video game sale over the summer. So that's definitely worth a pickup. Mario Maker 2, I own. I like. I don't like it as much as Mario Maker 1, and I think for 2 reasons. One, using the gamepad, having the dual screen with the gamepad and everything like that, made creating levels a lot easier, especially with the stylus and everything like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why I like Mario Maker 1 better than Mario Maker 2, but also the amiibo support, where you could have like Sonic and Zelda and all these different amiibos in that game, where you don't have that in Mario Maker 2, which is very sad and disappointing because I liked having Sonic in a Mario level and things like that. It was a lot of fun with all those different amiibos. So, but still a fun game, still a very creative game. My teenage son, Sean, still plays both Mario Makers. He really enjoys creating levels and things like that. And I've been meaning to get back into Mario Maker 2. In fact, I might pick this up just to have a physical copy. Oh, I should say these are all physical editions, by the way. Not just, well, they might be also digital. Let me see real quick. Check out all the fun shopping. Check out these local retailers. Okay, it doesn't say if the digital versions will also be this cheap. I imagine they will be. But yeah, I might pick up Mario Maker 2, just have it physically because I'm a physical game collector. I think I picked it up digitally, which is rare for me, because I wanted it at midnight because I believe I was taking it with me to work, and on the train I was going to make a lot of levels in my spare time at work. So I think that's why I have it digitally, because I wanted it at midnight, kind of thing like that. So I might, for $40, I might grab it, just have a physical copy, and already having the digital copy and then having a physical copy, I might just leave that sealed, kind of thing like that. Not that I'm a big sealed game collector, but since I've already got it digitally, only open it if they take away the license for the digital version. And then the last tier, the $29.99 tier, with another game that I'm going to pick up, Pikmin 1 and 2. Again, a game I was thinking about getting this week to dip my toe back into Pikmin. And right now it's at $40 or $49.99, so getting at $29.99, heck of a steal. So I'll be picking that up in a couple weeks. And then Super Mario Odyssey, again, much like Tears of the Kingdom, just a banger of a game, a 9 or a 10, easy. And if you haven't picked up Mario Odyssey yet, for $30, grab it. It's a fun game. It's one of the best Mario games ever made, kind of thing. Like, because I was always sitting on Mario 64 being the best 3D Mario game for the longest time. I thought it was better than Sunshine. I thought it was better than the Galaxy games. I get a lot of pushback for that, but I don't know. Maybe it's because it was the first 3D Mario game I ever played because I got it on launch day, kind of thing like that. But Odyssey definitely supplanted that. I could not put down Odyssey when I got it for the Switch. I think 2017 is when it came out that summer. I just kept playing. I played it at home. I played it on the train to work. I played it on breaks at work. Because usually I worked out on my lunch breaks when I was in the office. And I just took a break from lifting weights and I just got on the bike. And I was just pedaling for my entire lunch break playing Super Mario Odyssey. So that's how addicting that game was. It was a lot of fun, and for $30, definitely pick that up. And so those are the Black Friday games Nintendo has going on sale. Now, we do have a couple other things. You can, this is per their press release, grab some gear with 20% off suggested retail price of Neon Red and Neon Blue Joy-Cons. So, I mean, that's good if you need to pick up an extra pair of Joy-Cons. $20 off those, so that'll drop it down to, $59.99. The Pro Controller, if you need a Pro Controller or need a second Pro Controller, that's going to be $10 off. And then Nintendo's Switch carrying case will also be $10. Oh, I'm sorry, the Pro Controller is going to be $20 off as well. And $10 off the Nintendo Switch carrying case and screen protector, which has the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom color scheme. Kind of do it like that. Or you can do shopping from home by heading to Nintendo eShop or My Nintendo Store at any time after November 19th. So these sales will be going up on Nintendo's website. So I don't know. With the eShop, obviously, those games will be all digital. The My Nintendo Store, I've looked at controllers there. I don't know if they sell physical games. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, you can get the games there on their store 5 days early. So that if you just want the games digitally, go to Nintendo and you'll get your gold coins or platinum coins. I can't remember what coins you get. I think you get gold coins, so you can get your coins there. And also, we know we've got the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle. That's at $299. And then the Switch OLED Mario Kart Deluxe bundle, that's $349. Those are already on sale right now. Both you get the digital code for 12 months of Nintendo Switch Online individual membership, not the expansion pack. So you get the Super Nintendo, Nintendo Game Boy games. With that, and then they also have the Nintendo Switch Lite Hyrule Edition bundle. That comes with the expansion pack though. So for $209 MSRP, you get the gold Nintendo Switch Lite, and then you also get the online bundle with the expansion pack. So that if you don't care about docking and playing on your TV, you just want a handheld, that's actually a pretty good deal on a pretty cool Switch. And also, since it's a special edition Switch and a Zelda Switch, I guarantee if you hold on to that, you don't trade it in, you'll probably be able to sell it for more than what you're paying for it right now if you're a collector or anything like that. So that's kind of a fun thing to get into. So those are the sales Nintendo is going to be running for Black Friday, and pretty good sales in my opinion. So I would definitely check those out if you've got a Switch, or if you don't got a Switch, now might be the time. But the Switch 2 is coming out. I kind of wish, I was kind of hoping this Black Friday Nintendo would heavily discount their Switch, especially the OLED models. If the OLED model would have dropped to $200, I would have been very tempted to upgrade my launch Switch to the OLED just for the crisper, bigger screen kind of thing like that. But yeah, $349, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna stick with my Switch. I think if Nintendo really wants to surpass the PlayStation 2, they should be discounting those Switches more, getting more of that stock sold, and then boom, you can say, hey, we've toppled Sony, we did it, kind of thing like that. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. That's just like a flag to plant. That's not really anything that matters in the long run. But yeah, so those are the Switch sales. Are you going to be picking up any of those games? Like I said, I'm going to get the 2 Pikmin games. Well, technically 3 Pikmin games on that sale. And I might get Mario Maker 2 just so I can have it physically. But yeah, those are the sales. Are you picking any up? Let me know. Are you going to get any of the systems with the bundles if you don't have a Switch yet? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share. Definitely share this with anybody doing Christmas shopping so they know where the sales will be. And I'll have a link to Nintendo's listing down below so you can check that out for yourself and read up about their Black Friday sale. So anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.